Wendy Williams says, don't count her out yet. Okay, listen, y'all can prop Wendy up in as many designer clothes and subpar wigs as you like. It is not going to make me think that that lady is ready to return to this world. I'm sorry. You could definitely host a comedy show. Oh, that would be so dope. Especially, I don't have to actually be a comedian to host a comedy show. That would be amazing. I would love to do that. Um, that's all right, girl. I need to catch up on the last episode of Abbott Elementary as well. But yes, Wendy, I don't know who's doing this, but every time I see her and they're talking about she's coming back, it always looks like somebody propped her up and told her to, you know what I'm saying? All right, Wendy, give it, you know, she's like this, and then they're like, Wendy, give us a smile. Like, I don't know, but it doesn't, none of it feels right. None of it feels right. I've been telling y'all Grey Gardens for a while now. It's giving Grey Gardens. It doesn't make me feel good. It just doesn't. I don't know. And everybody, you know, oh, this brings me joy. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's something that's still not sitting right with me about the way she looks and these attempts to not be forgotten. And it's like, are you actually getting better though? Because see, that's what needs to be happening. You need to be getting better. And once you are getting better, then we can have conversations about, because to be honest, Wendy, you don't even need all of this promo, all of this extra shit. Do you see how I walk up my stairs and come up here and press on buttons? Wendy can do that. If Wendy decided she wanted to get on the mic today, right now, she can get up on YouTube, Instagram, any platform, and in less than 5 minutes, she probably would have more views than anybody. If she really got up there and had something to say and wanted to shoot the shit. And based on those numbers, could then shop that shit. But see, something ain't right. And you know what? You know what it makes me think about? Y'all, as much as I like have my difficulties with YouTube, I'm going to navigate. Okay, like I'm going to navigate in one way or another because this is what I'm supposed to do. So that's what I know. So now that I understand this is what I'm supposed to do in whatever capacity that I do it, it does have to generate money for me, for sure. I have a plan. But because this is not something that is, you know, we don't always get the same check every time. It's not always based off of me. It's based off of the market, how much the advertisers are paying YouTube for ads, that type of shit. Us having to divvy up money amongst more people on YouTube now. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole bunch of things that go into it. But I feel like essentially, because I am my product, it doesn't matter where I am. As long as I got people fucking with me, I can give you product. You see what I'm saying? And I think about Nene as another person that I'm like, you give so much energy and allowance to other people's platforms instead of trying to create your own. And it's the same thing with Wendy. Wendy, if you actually could perform, then you would just get up here and perform. Instead of all of the, you know, all of the ifing, you know, it all feels like right before you're about to jump into the rope. Y'all ever remember the girls that couldn't jump rope, but they loved to just get in front of double dutch and act like they was going to do something? I was one of them girls. I couldn't double dutch, but that's all right. I was going to try. Okay. I feel like it's just a lot of people that are not utilizing the audience that they have. And that's what I myself, like I can only do so much. If I had the access that Nene has, do you think I'd be begging Bravo to come and see me? Like, it makes no sense to me. If there are so many people that love you and want to see you, then you should be able to get them to put their money in your pocket, not in somebody else's pocket. And then, you know, they going to pay them for, you know what I'm saying? Like, you understand what I mean? Essentially, viewership brings money to Bravo. Bravo then pays Nene. Nene can cut out the fucking middleman, essentially. It's 2022. If you really wanted to talk your shit, there's a way to do it where you don't have to, like, do you know, like, I'm like, Nene, talk cash money shit, bitch. Why you ain't got up there and did a podcast, shop that shit? Like, you could have done that. It makes no sense to me for people to have millions of followers, people wanting to see them on larger platforms, and instead of creating their own space and then using that space to get opportunities in other people's spaces, they complain and then just take the little tidbits that people are going to give them from BET in them. You know what I'm saying? Is it just me? I think Nene might have blackballed herself with the lawsuit and calling Andy a racist. I think it was the lawsuit more than anything. Nene could do a show on BET Plus or something. Exactly. Nene should have used her her YouTube to review the show or something like Candy. Like, it was just so many opportunities. And I feel like it's the same thing for Wendy. Excuse me. Wendy can just do this. She's her. She is her product. So all this propping her up to seem like she's okay and she's coming back, all for us to see a paparazzi photo of her looking dazed out of her fucking mind. Yeah, like, no. No, that's not what we need. That's not what we need. It doesn't make me feel it's not giving healthy. And that, you know, and that's why I'm gonna leave it. It's not giving healthy, but I'm praying for Wendy. And if this is actually Wendy healthy and coming back on her own, then great. But it just kind of feels like a whole bunch of failed, you know, publicity stunts in these past, you know what, year or two. Yeah, she doesn't. It's not giving health and wealth. That's not what it's giving. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on. Let's talk about Buffy and them. Okay. So Bravo fans told Candiace Dillard Bassett to put a name on it, and it seems like she's done just that. Earlier today, this was October 27th, yesterday, Candiace left a comment under our IG post letting Real Housewives of Potomac viewers know her seemingly shady comments about former Bravo ladies needing to let the platform go was meant for ex-Married to Medicine star Buffy Purcell. While replying to a fan asking who exactly she's talking about, Candiace revealed Buffy. She knows who I'm talking about. I'm sorry, she knows I'm talking to her since she can't seem to keep her eyes on her own paper. It didn't take long for Buffy to send shots back. In a short video clip shared online, she said, Candiace, I know that for a fact that I'm fat and you're fat phobic. Okay, wait, is it here? Is it here somewhere, y'all? Because I saved it. There we go. Hold up, let me get my earphones so I don't have an echo. Because I ain't about to read all that. You're going to tell us what you said. Because y'all know I like Buffy. But you know, I can like people and still feel like, you know, girl, sometimes you're doing so much. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes you're doing so much. It's all right. All right, hold up. Let's do it.
I'm going to start this off with this. Candiace, I know that the fact that I'm fat and you're fat phobic just really grinds your gears that I even have the audacity to breathe the air that God gives us. And I know that you are still seething because I sat on the All About the Tea panel.
It's still echoing,
and commented
right?
on Real Housewives of Potomac. You seem to be the only one from your show that's so pissy about what I said on that show. I don't know why. But like, people tell me to get over the fact that there was a public autopsy done of my non-functioning uterus. You should get over to All About the Tea panel. Additionally, I am not counting your paper. I'm always a champion of Black women making money finally on their own. I'm proud of you for that. But I will tell you one thing. Money is probably the topic you shouldn't try me on. Okay. All right. Thank you for sending people to my new page. I'm trying to grow. MRS. This mess. I'm going to start this off with this. Candiace.
Okay. So, listen. I was wondering, listen, I was wondering where the fat phobic stuff was coming from. And then this.
Never in my life. Oh, I got food in my weave. That means I'm eating good. Listen to me. Never in my life have I experienced this kind of obsession. This girl, Biggie Smalls, has the unmitigated gall to have me blocked on Twitter. but want to run her mouth about me, a whole me,
a whole you.
Mind you, a 9 to 5, a 10 to 6, an 11 to 7, something to do. You are whack. You are so round and whack. I can't even begin to tell you. You have barked up my tree for far too long, and now you about to get what you asked for. Mind your business. Mind your business. Okay? Good day.
Okay. So Chris said this, it's crazy how people talk about you. Then when it gets back to you, you respond, and then they want to ask why you talking about them. So how this started was that Buffy, I believe, was reviewing the show. And she said that even though Candace sent her terrible emails and letters about her not being able to have a child, she secretly sent them from like an email, and then or a fake page, and then another, she sent them from her actual page. So basically Buffy was saying that Candace was trolling her for a while, and she had facts. She was like, I know for a fact that you were trolling me. And so she went on to say that she can't stand her. She hates her guts type of thing. And that's how it started, because Buffy was reviewing the show, said that Candace sent her, terrible things, through the emails, through the DMs. Girl, I don't know. I was not there. She didn't provide any proof, but if I know Buffy, she wouldn't say it if she did not have some type of proof. She may be slightly extra, but she's not cuckoo. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how this happened. I don't, but I do know that some people don't know how to be objective. See, people talk bad about me. They really do. But what they don't understand is I have the perfect personality for this shit, because I can say whatever, I'm thinking about the situation, and I still personally don't give a fuck. So unless you've done something and I get it, I understand that it's hard to have people talking shit about you online all the time. I've had it happen to me, and people do talk shit to me. So I get it. But ultimately, if somebody created a whole thread, which that has happened, about talking shit about me, I would just kind of be like, girl, who's that? I don't know them. I don't know them. I don't know why they're talking about me. I don't know them. Thanks for the advertising. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a way to look at this in a positive way, especially if you cannot read everything. Don't read everything. But yeah, y'all, I just kind of feel like Candace is taking what Buffy said personally, and it's not that deep. And then Buffy's response with the fat phobic shit was to gaslight people into going at Candace. I was wondering if this video came first, or if Candace's video came first. I'm not sure. I believe this video came first, and then Candace's video came after that. But it seemed as if Candace was doubling down on the round in Biggie Smalls' comments, which people don't like that. And I do believe that, Candace probably is a bit fat phobic. When you are that small and that skinny, you've probably been made fun of for your size by bigger girls. So, I also feel like we all know Candace don't give a fuck, girl. She gonna say whatever she gonna say. Let me see what you guys are saying. Okay, so supposedly Buffy has been discussing Candace for a couple of years, and she decided to finally say something. Buffy was talking about the shows online like everybody else. She was on All About the Teas panel at some point, but all Buffy said was, she sent her those threatening things, and then she went on to, she can't stand her. She hates her fucking guts. But then she went on to say that she actually agreed with her. Jamie had that portion of the video in her video where she talks about it. But she didn't have the Candace part, because I saw the Candace part last night, and I think that might have happened after Jamie did her video. But Jamie has the original audio of what Buffy said. I'm just paraphrasing for you because I didn't feel like looking for it, because the blogs didn't tag it in the list of things, and I just don't care that much. Because it's like, girl, I got it. She said something about you not being able to have kids. People have done it, we know. So basically, Candace was trolling her from a private, from a fake page or some shit like that, Finsta. And Buffy, Buffy put that out there and then went on to say that she kind of agreed with the way Candace was handling her husband and defending him. But yes, continuing on, that's what Buffy said. So Buffy said Candace makes secret troll accounts sending her links to adoption agencies. Yes, ma'am, I highly doubt Candace is doing this. I don't know. I don't know, hun. I would say that if I did not know how petty Candace is and how sometimes Candace has time on her hands. Candace was like, she doesn't even know her. Yeah, I don't think Candace has all that time to troll, but yeah, but she had enough time to send a subliminal her way. And then when asked, she said exactly who she was talking about. So even though I want to give Candace absolute benefit of the doubt, I don't want to just say I don't believe it, because we know Candace to be absolutely trifling when she wants to get with somebody. Like, she'll say all types of shit. And maybe she learned from the last situation with that guy from All About the Tea that passed away. Maybe she learned from that situation not to say it from her, her public page, because she does have things to, lose. Like she said, she can't, send you all of these terrible things face to face on Instagram the way she used to, because now she has more opportunities that she could possibly lose. So yeah, I could see her making a fake page to say the things that she really wants to say. And I can absolutely see Candace being that smart to send you clips to an adoption agencies. I could add that's very, very fucked up, but very smart. So yeah. Yeah, Candace being Buffy being fixated on Candace is weird. She says she my I don't know. I had to look up. Listen, don't do it. Both you bitches pussy. I think you should scissor. Don't do it. It's me and my husband's song right now. Okay, Bonnie, Buffy and Chris. Buffy said Chris was the husband that groped her. No, that groped Karen. That groped Karen. That part too. That part too. She said that. Okay. Thank you for putting that out there. Because that happened later, but I didn't actually hear that part in all of this. But yeah, she went back around. I'm gonna have to find wherever her YouTube. She talks about on her YouTube, right? I'm gonna look for her YouTube. Buffy has been talking about Candace quite a bit on TikTok for a high. Oh, okay. Just randomly, I follow her there, and people have told her she's fixing. Okay. So I haven't I follow her on Instagram, and I haven't seen her in a while. I didn't know she was on TikTok talking about Candace like a psycho. I had no idea. Candace probably has a time on her hands. However, Buffy girl, just say no comment on Candace. Take her out of that statement. Got you. For about a year. Gotcha. Okay. Girl, let me see. So, but yeah, I absolutely see the foolishness in both of these people. Like, I'm just saying, I do see the foolishness. Let me see right quick if I can look up her YouTube and see if I can find it myself. Let's see. Buffy. What you said by the bitch? What you said by the bitch? Okay, hold up.
Always trying to make everybody feel comfortable. I don't think for a minute that he's like a bad dude. Please make sure that's known for y'all. Candace bots, come for me. I done been at the end of your wrath before when she came for me because I was crying on TV and asked Bravo to apologize for releasing my medical information and allowing people to bully me about it. But
she got to remind you.
I think Chris is a good guy. And I think that Chris and Candace really are in love and a real couple. But you cannot discount a woman saying she felt uncomfortable.
Nobody
and that her
did.
intuition was like, something's wrong. Her
Nobody
intuition
did.
could have been like, I don't want no smoke from his wife. Her intuition could have been like, I don't want it to look like something is going on that shouldn't go on. She was just being smart. The fact that she then told Candace, I would have told Candace sooner, but Candace, I don't do you. I can't stand you. You were evil to me. And I know for a fact you were the one saying all that vile, horrific stuff on those fake pages. And you did it on your real page about my uterus and sending me adoption company links and all that. But I know you're immature and broken and you need some help. So, but I'm going to say this. I am with you 100% about being ride or die for your husband. 100%. I do not blame you for reading that producer for Phil. I do not blame you for cutting that scene. I don't blame you for saying you better leave all my damn fourth wall in here, period. You gave the girls what they wanted. I even liked your green screen. You look fantastic. And the whole neck, ankles. You always going after how some woman look, but that's all right. Your day gonna come. As soon as you have a baby, you gain a little bit, 3, 4 pounds. But
she probably will remain that size
but
for the rest of her life.
no, you're funny. I'm
just
saying, you were funny, and you handled that well. You didn't take the bait and start fighting and cutting up and acting a fool. You took it to the producers and gave people some memorable damn TV. So that's it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But I want to know the following. I thought it was very cryptic when the Grand Dame did her shady interview and said that there was a time when a husband hugged her a little too tight where it felt like her boobs were being smushed, and that she had made comment to people about it and just decided to let it go. I find it really ironic that she won't disclose who the husband is. So let's run down through the husbands. There's Michael Darby. Why the hell would Grand Dame say if it was Michael Darby? Everybody know Michael Darby is nasty, be in these streets with all the children. Like, if it was Michael Darby, she would have just said Michael Darby. Plus, Ashley is divorcing him. So allegedly. So she would have just said if it was Michael Darby. So it ain't Michael Darby in my view. Juan ain't never around, probably ain't gonna marry Robin Dixon. No, Juan ain't hug her too tight. That didn't happen. He ain't never around to do that. So it ain't Juan. Chris Samuels. Do I think first of all, Chris Samuels couldn't hug her. He would have to pick her up to hug her because she's so small and he damn near 7 feet tall. It wasn't Chris Samuels. So it leaves us with Chris Dillard. Not Chris Dillard. That's the only remaining husband that I'm gonna use my deductive reasoning skills, which are high, and my emotional intelligence. That's the only person I think she would feel the need not to say the name of the person that had made her feel uncomfortable. Any of these other husbands, she would have just said it, because then that would have corroborated Candace saying, well, there's other husbands out here that making wives feel, blah, 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 blah. If it was Michael Darby, she would have said Michael Darby. I don't think it's no Juan, ain't never around Dixon.
Okay. So that's basically what she said that caused the ruckus. I think that Candace saw this and then tweeted. And then somebody asked her to put a name on it because people thought she was talking about Nene. And it was like, because Nene had just done her interview. So yeah. That's when she decided to put that video out. And I think that Candace responded with that last one while she was eating. So yeah, there's a little going back and forth here. But I just kind of feel like Candace is only responding because Buffy probably has been talking shit, but I just kind of feel like at some point, Candace, recognize what it is. Like, she's turned this into a thing for herself, just like all of the other content creators. Ignore her. Like, ignore her. Especially if you didn't send her any of this shit she's talking about, like, ignore her. Just like you would ignore any other YouTuber or TikToker who has some shit to say about you because they don't like your character on this show. Y'all know how I felt about the fight with Candace and Monique. I've told y'all that people thought that I was like, oh, are you just going? I said, does everybody recognize now the difference between me having an opinion about something and everybody else going way too hard to defend one person and not seeing the other person's side? I never said I felt like Candace absolutely deserved to get, yanked up like that. But I felt like Candace played a part in why it happened. And if you don't want somebody to put their hands on you, if you can't fight, if you're going to play victim after, do us all a favor and stay seated while you talk your shit. Talk your shit, but talk your shit from a distance since you don't want to fight. That's usually what people do when they don't want confrontation and they don't feel like they're about to be punked into shutting up. They just say what they got to say from a distance. That way, if somebody walk up on you and try to hit you because of what you said, it is absolutely a clear attack. But what you don't do is get in somebody's face and tit for tat until the shit turns into a fight and then act like somebody ran across the room and attacked you. That was my point about it. That's how I felt about it. I didn't want them to fight. I liked them both. I feel like they both had moments where they were being assholes. They both had moments when they were being manipulated by the mean girls of the group. So, ultimately, I feel like I wish they would have been able to get over it. But y'all know, y'all act like y'all can't get over shit after getting into a fight. And I just kind of feel like you kind of can. But I'm going to just leave y'all alone about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I just kind of feel like back in the day, girl, sometimes you might get into a little tussle. Y'all, break bread and pray about it and make up later. Years later, bitch. Years later. Okay? She has been coming up on my TikTok For You page talking about Candace a lot. I might have to block Buffy. Ooh. I just wonder, since when did we start Giselle and Lion Self? How you invite him to your room, he doesn't talk nor touch you and leave. Then you say he was inappropriate. See, that's the thing. Giselle is conflating her feeling uncomfortable with Chris actually doing something inappropriate. And he didn't do anything inappropriate. So it's really weird that she continues to act as if she has a leg to stand on when it comes to making Chris out to seem like he did something intentionally to make her feel uncomfortable. You know, like it's just, it's crazy. Like for you to keep doing it. I cannot with her, you know? That's why I don't like her. And I say there are some people that I really just don't like because I feel like they show me character flaws that are problematic. I'm not coming around nobody. I don't, you know, I don't have interest in liking or indulging people who I feel like have terrible character flaws that might put me in harm's way in one way or another. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was around you, bitch, you the type of person that'll cry somebody did something to you and ain't nobody did nothing to you. I don't have time for that. That's real negative energy. Okay. Outside of that, I'm trying to see if there's anything else as it pertains to this that I wanted to talk about. It all started when Candace said that people need to let Bravo go. When I leave this platform, whether I leave on my own volition or I'm fired, I'm going to leave, like actually go, be onward and upward. Some of y'all need to let go of the platform that has already let go of you. Peace is a commodity I pray finds you in infinite supply. I love the way she talks sometimes. I really, really do. I really, really do. Okay, yeah. Do y'all want to do taglines? That's what I wanted to talk about. You want to go through the taglines? I would love to do that with you guys. Okay. So I'm going to take my earphones off because I can't show you the women because y'all know how they might flag and take it down. And that's the only issue is when they like to flag and take things down. Okay. Then Giselle got on Carlos. Oh, yes. Double down on her comments on Carlos' podcast. She said, even if Chris didn't mean to make her feel a way, he should still apologize. Like, for what? See, that's the thing. And that's what we're talking about as it pertains to her like delusions of grandeur. Like, it's way too much, bitch. Get it away from us. None of us like it. Okay, here we go. Oops.
I'm pretty, petty, and always sitting already.
I'm pretty, petty, and always sitting on ready. That's cute. That's cute, Giselle. That's cute, Giselle. I'll give that a 5. I'll give that a 5. Let's go.
I'm pretty, petty, and always sitting already. You may think you know my story, but there's always a plot twist.
Okay, Ashley. I like that one because that made me raise my eyebrow. That made me wonder, Ashley, what's the plot twist? Are you not going to divorce Michael? Has it all been a game? Or are you going to take him for all that you can get? I don't know, but I'm interested. Okay, is it going to keep doing that? I'm just going to go ahead and go to YouTube then. If it's going to keep repeating, child. I thought Instagram had a pause and a stop. Okay.
I'm pretty, petty, and always sitting already. You may think you know my story, but there's always a plot twist.
When it comes to the truth, I always arrive on time.
When it comes to the truth, I always arrive on time. Is that right, Robin? Is that right, Robin? I honestly feel like this is the first season that you've been like. I feel like she can be honest. She can be, but for the most part. But it's a cute enough. It's cute enough tag. I'll give you a 6.
My vocals are clean, but my reads are fulfilled.
Okay. I like that, Candace. My vocals are clean, but my reads are for filth. I like that one. I think Candace is going to be at the top of my list.
I may not remember everything, but you'll never forget me.
I may not remember everything, but you'll never forget me. Girl, what the fuck? What the fuck? Bitch, I might have a bad memory. I might lie all the time, but you're going to remember this face. Are we, Teddy Perkins? Are we? Will we? Okay. I'm going to leave Mia alone.
I'm a Nigerian queen with no time for me.
I'm a Nigerian queen with no time for me. And just for me, no light conditioner, relaxer cream. Just for like what are we just trying to rhyme? Like, what was the point of the taglines exactly? Like, it was supposed to say something that pertains to you this season. Like, what are we talking about right now? But I have no time for me. Like, really, Wendy, is that the best we could do? With the 4 degrees? With the 4 degrees? That was the best we could do for the words? Who did this? Who approved it? Who approved it? What about I'm the belle of the ball while juggling it all? You know what I'm saying? Because she's getting it all done. You know what I'm saying? It should have been on a positive swing, bitch. Positive swing. Okay, let me think. What else? What else can we do? Let's see. I'm trying to think. What's I'm a Nigerian queen. Oh, I'm a Nigerian queen and I have arrived on the scene. You know what I'm saying? Something like I feel like it could have been better. I feel like the two I gave you were better than that. And that was just off the top of my fucking dome. Off the top of my dome. Not even all that. Child. Oh my God. This may be Wendy's last season, and I'm going to be upset about it because I feel like essentially on the show, Wendy is great for this show. If it were not for the people that are going to make it hard for her to take this season. Now, she fucked up her tagline herself, but someone allowed for it to happen. Someone in production said, yeah, Wendy, this sounds good. Y'all are wrong. Okay. Was that the last one?
Just like a 3-wick, I burn slow and never waver.
Just like a 3-wick, I burn slow and never waver. First of all, Karen, 3-wick candles do both of those things. They waver and they burn fast. They do. Now, large wood wicks, those burn slow. But that's not even the topic of conversation right here. What the going on? Come on, Karen. What the going on? What the going on, Karen? But you know what? At least Karen's is in line with her old lady memory. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how old ladies be thinking they saying something when it really don't make no sense. Y'all know, like her comment about Giselle and how they put the Sing Sing. Oh, but you know Sing Sing. Yeah, Sing Sing was a prison, not a mental hospital. Like in New Orleans, we would have been like, yeah, but you know the third floor of Charity, though, don't you? You sure do know the third floor of Charity. Now, that's back in the day when Charity Hospital actually had a mental ward. But then Bobby Jindal took all of the money away from the mental health portion of the situation. And now crazy people are just, running amok in the palace. But that's besides the point. Conversations for other times. Ronald commented and said 3 wigs burn faster, and Karen said she was funky. She is, though. Y'all, that's the one thing I feel like that to me solidifies the fact that Robin is clearly a white woman, is the fact that Robin's hair is stiff and she has no style really. And she also has like no decorum really about her physicality. Like if y'all notice, she'll like, I'm goofy, but she'll be like annoyingly, obnoxiously, kind of like raggedy goofy. And she'll also look a mess when she goes places. Like, how some clear women cannot give a fuck because they're clear women. So they feel like they just look good just because they have white skin and that, that really light hair that doesn't hold anything but oil. So I don't know. I just kind of feel like, oh my God, she's such a Karen. She's such a Karen. He's so funky. Anyway, y'all, let's continue on. The taglines were cute enough, but I heard they're going to get rid of them after that. They're going to get rid of taglines moving forward after this season. They should. Wendy is very underwhelming. I feel like she is underwhelming. But I also feel like when she gets in people's asses, it's very entertaining. So she just needs an opportunity. Like, let's just wait for Mia to throw that drink in her face and see what happens.